Patrick McNeil back here with you at the intermission, and we like to try to catch up with former Eagles players, and the first player we're catching up with this year is former Eagles defenseman Roddie Sandilands. Roddie currently playing for St. FX University. Roddie, are you enjoying your first year at St. FX in Antigonish?
It's absolutely awesome. We had a good team with a lot of good guys, big group of leaders, and I'm really enjoying my time here so far.
Fans in Cape Breton, if they knew you before you played for the Eagles, it was probably when you played for the Shawinigan Cataracts. How does somebody from Ontario end up playing with Shawinigan?
It was kind of a weird story, actually. At the time, I wasn't getting along with my coach there, and I was kind of looking to go. And then Dan Renault, the Shawinigan coach there, was one of the best coaches I've ever had. I respect him a lot as a person. We started talking a bit and convinced me to go and spend a couple days there, and I went there and really liked it. I had amazing billets, and people there were amazing, so it was hard to say no.
You were named captain, not just the captain, but from what I understand, the first ever English-speaking captain of the Shawinigan Cataracts. How much did that mean to wear the letter?
That was huge. That was a really, really big honor. I remember that day, Dan, we went out and had breakfast that morning, and then he told me that, and he said, we're going to announce it in 3 days, and it was probably the longest 3 days of my life. I just wanted to get it out there and just see what everyone thought. But no, it was a huge honor. That's something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Of course, you finished the season with Cape Breton last year, and I understand you got traded in the dying minutes of the trading period to the Eagles. Tell us about that.
That was a really weird day because I remember rumors always start around the trade deadline period, but a lot of the rumors, things in the paper were all in French. You hear something on the radio, so a lot of people had an idea, but I had no idea. I think there was about 30 minutes left, and I remember texting my dad and saying, I think I'm kind of in the clear, and we were pulling out of the bus. We were headed to Blainville, actually, that a lot of my family and friends were headed to, quite a few of them, actually, and I think it was with 30 minutes left. We were pulling out of the arena, and Dan called me to the front of the bus. We made a U, we pulled the bus back in. They dropped me back off at the rink, gave me my stuff, and then they headed towards the game, and I found out the news, and then just went back and to my billets. And I had to leave there pretty quick because it was getting kind of late. I had to make it to Fredericton. There was a bit of a storm, too, so it took a little while.
The messy side of junior hockey, I guess, but I feel like you enjoyed your time in Cape Breton. What stands out from your half year playing with the Eagles?
That's such an amazing city. It was a home away from home. That's what I call Antigonish as well. The Celtic heritage there is huge, and I had amazing billets, Jack and Linda, Stephen and Chelsea, and they took good care of me, and I really, really appreciated everything that they did for me. The guys, too, on the team, they were awesome. They were a riot. I had a really, really, really good time with them.
You're playing at St. FX. A lot of people in Cape Breton would know Declan Smith was the Eagles captain last year. He's in Antigonish, which is a homecoming for him. How much did his decision to go to X affect yours? Seems like you two became pretty close in your time in Cape Breton.
Me and Smitty really hit it off there when I came down. It was funny. I wasn't sure exactly what was going to go on. Me and Smitty started talking, and I kind of threw that out, floated around in my head for a little bit, and then things just kind of aligned, and here we are. It's awesome having Smitty here, too. It's really good. Coming and being able to know someone right off the bat, it helps a lot trying to fit in and everything.
When you come to Cape Breton, of course, you're the captain in Shawinigan, but you're on a Cape Breton team that has a bit more veterans, obviously, than what you're with in Shawinigan. Did you have to make an adjustment to not playing as much, not seeing as much ice time? How did you find that?
I found that part kind of tough. I thought I was going to go in there and get a bit more ice time, but that's just kind of the way it goes. There's not much you can do about that. You just kind of have to make the most of each day and just see where things end up. And I'm glad where things ended up, so I guess maybe at the time if they weren't looking too good, well, I guess there's a reason for everything, and it's working out now.
Probably a good experience for this year, because I'd imagine it's tough for a 20-year-old to get playing time in AUS.
It is tough. I just kind of take it day by day, try to hit every day, do whatever I can. But we've battled some injuries, a lot of injuries actually. So I got to step up a little bit and play a bit of a part here on the team, which is really good. It's really good hockey too, so it's nice trying to compare yourself to other players.
That league may be a bit of a hidden gem in terms of the quality of hockey. Lastly, I'll ask, you're a student athlete, of course. What are you studying at St. FX?
I'm in health sciences right now, and I'm thinking about transferring over to human kinetics for next year. I'm in health sciences right now. I really enjoy it.
Well, we wish you all the best on the ice and off the ice. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us, Roddie.
Yeah, thanks a lot for talking to me. Anytime.
That's former Eagles defenseman Roddie Sandilands, now skating for St. FX University, joining us at the intermission. You're listening to Carstar, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.